Hey guys, it's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site, rocking with the antidote.com, bringing you yet another live exclusive segment of Kicking the Real, where we bring in artists, entrepreneurs, young business people around our surrounding areas in our state and allow them to discuss real life topics and tell you exactly how they feel about them.
And this is your girl Jazz with She Pink Fitness.
Now, today we have some pretty fun topics and then a more serious one. And we'll kind of keep it light starting out. I know we're big music people, fitness people, and music and fitness go hand in hand. You know, certain songs give you the energy that you need to kind of kickstart your workout and make it through. So we'll kind of start there. Recently, right here this month, we've had two big projects hit the scene. Drake's new project as well as Tiana Taylor's new project. So let's kind of talk about that. Have you had the opportunity to kind of listen to either?
Yes, so I did listen to the Drake. Like I said, I only had listened to maybe 3 songs. It's a very long album.
Okay.
I do love the song Emotionless, I believe, or Jaded. I love those two.
Okay.
And then we were talking about the fact that we know what
The
the one
song
where
with
his
his son.
Yeah. I was very shocked when he said he had a son. That shook me. I was like, my Drake, he did that to me. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Just cheated on me
yes,
like
like
this?
how?
Like I was waiting on it to be a lie because
I
Pusha
know.
just put it out there.
I really was. I honestly, when I heard it, it one ear out the other. I never would have thought, because how do you do that?
Right.
Like, honestly.
So knowing that you've kind of listened to those 3 songs, and you do have the rest of the album to kind of continue to. I think they're typical Drake. You know, they're kind of slow, poetic, kind of making you think more so than high energy.
Kind of hard to. That album is kind of hard to keep on. What would you call it? Shuffle to work out with. It seemed a little slow,
Gotcha.
so probably nothing I would really work out with. And then Tiana Taylor's album, I only liked one song.
Okay.
Harlem and Rose, or Rose and Harlem. I didn't too much
That's
like
your
anything
vibe.
else.
That's your
That
vibe.
was my vibe. That's a good vibe. Other than that, I felt like it was rushed.
Yeah, and knowing Tiana, her being such a fitness guru in herself, a lot of her songs are more high-paced, high energy. I still have to sit down and actually check out more of her album. I only got through the first 2 songs simply because of time and scheduling. But if you guys are looking for something to work out to, make sure you tune in, kind of see where those albums lie in. Because sometimes, Drake might be perfect for a cool-down session.
Exactly, a cool-down. Perfect. Or just sitting in the sauna, something. I understand.
Something vibe. You guys click in, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the projects. Let us know if you can, fit them into your fitness routines. We like to hear from you. Coming into something a little more serious, and we'll kind of tiptoe around fitness at this point again. Again, you being so athletic and being a fitness mogul and an entrepreneur that's looking to use fitness to build the community, a brand and business. Let's talk about our inner community right now. A lot of women of color, a lot of African-American women at younger ages in present day are dealing with health risks. We're dealing with cancer, we're dealing with obesity, we're dealing with high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, a lot of things that we didn't really hear about so far as women or women of color were concerned growing up. And if you did, you're looking at a 50-year-old, a 60-year-old, but now when you're hearing 22-year-olds and 25-year-olds, it's scary. Like, I'm 26, that's scary to know that people in my generation are really
like that. And I think it has a lot to do because our generation lies a lot. So telling your friend that your friend is getting thick when they're just getting overweight, and being overweight causes the health risks like the heart issues and the high blood pressure and diabetes and the things that you choose to eat when you're eating out with your friends. I think it's a lot to do with your peers and who you hang out with. You have a friend like me, you're gonna be okay. But you have some friends that don't.
Yes, men.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not for the betterment of your health. Maybe for the betterment to have fun, but not for your health.
Right. And I think a lot of times women, because we are put down so much in a stereotypical way, it's kind of hard to look at your friend and say, hey, girl, you're gaining a little weight.
Exactly, because you don't know how to put it to where they feel comfortable and that you're not. Exactly. And at the same time, no one's around here asking anyone to be anorexic and not eat and not to be a stick. It's not about that. It's health first. But signs show you gain weight around your waist area, that's when all the issues and problems start.
And then for me, I look at it in a lot of cases and I'm like, if you can push your girl to go to the club, or you can push your girl to wear this dress that she's not exactly comfortable with, we should be able to push each other to have more frequent doctor visits and to acknowledge the fact that we're having issues, or when we get upset our head starts hurting, meaning our blood pressure is rising. Just a lot of key components that kind of play into the African American woman or the woman of color we're at a health risk right now. They don't necessarily feed us the best food.
Nope,
low income areas.
Exactly. No gyms around. Free memberships is expensive. Planet Fitness, they charge you. So it's different things. And then, but after you sign up, then they charge you like $50. I think a month or something like that.
It's a monthly fee that comes up like every however
and it's hard
often.
when you don't have enough to eat, and then you're worrying about going to the gym. But that's why you have to use outside facilities. You could just outside. That's why a lot of my workouts that I do are outside. Like I could just use a bench. I can use a tree. Whatever I need just to get stuff done, just because I understand that not everyone has it to be able to pay for a gym membership. Right.
And that's important too. Just first of all, acknowledging the fact that there's a problem.
Exactly.
Acknowledging the fact that emotional stress brings on physical stress, and physical stress without any activity brings death. And we're so beautiful as a culture, and we're so beautiful as people, that I'd hate for us to continue the trend and the landslide, because for so long the African American male, or the perspective of colored men, we lose our men at 40 and 50 from high blood pressure, from heart attacks, from strokes, from these diseases. And to see that transpire to such young women, it is scary. So guys, make sure you're taking frequent doctor visits. Make sure that you're tuning in. Follow Jazz on her fitness page. She gives you different options outside of gym memberships to keep yourself healthy. And drink water. You want flawless skin? You want whipping hair? You want a Coke bottle figure?
Water.
Drink water. It does wonders for the body, you guys.
Yes. Drinking water and minding your business.
Mind your damn business. Just mind your damn business. But no, on a serious note, we can keep it fun, but we can also keep it real, you guys. We'd like to see more of you getting active. We'd like a lot more of you guys to be concerned about your health, because tomorrow isn't promised. Anytime we're losing, again, women at 22, 23, 24, tomorrow isn't promised, and we like to keep the world spinning with the beautiful glow of Black girl magic for as long as possible. So y'all make sure y'all handle y'all business. Now, third topic is going to be something a little more serious. Right now, we all know Donald Trump is Donald Trump.
Boo.
No, seriously. Everybody has their own opinion of him, and we can speak freely about him here. And it is what it is. He's not my favorite. I'll tell you guys all the time, I didn't vote for him. As far as I'm concerned, I respect the fact that he is the president, but if I had to choose, he's not my president. You know what I'm saying? But right now, he's taking us back to a cultural issue that has been withstanding in America for hundreds of years. But what he's doing, he's taking illegal immigrants that are crossing the border and separating them from their families. Their detention camps or youth detention centers. They have a nicer word for it, but that's all it is to me. Out in Texas. And they're separating these kids from their parents. I don't know where the parents are being held, but this is a traumatic thing for these kids. I couldn't imagine somebody telling my child or ripping my child from my arms. So my heart goes out to them. But how do you feel knowing that we're not in a very post-racial society, and that real-life slavery, real-life Holocaust tendencies, history repeating itself? Like, how do you feel?
I feel sad about it. I think it's sad. I think it's wrong. I was doing was just reading about it online, and I saw a video of a Hispanic man. He was explaining how they're being held, and he was like that a child who was only 12 with Down syndrome was separated from her mom, and how she was, and the other man also pictured in the picture, he said womp womp womp, like, no, I just think there's no sensitivity, there's no care. If there was more care and people weren't as heartless, then I think the world would just be a lot better. It's just not. There's just the insensitivity that people have towards certain situations, I think it's shameful.
This generation, and I can speak on that directly, I'm a child of 13, so I have siblings a lot older than me. I have siblings a lot younger than me. So I kind of get the perspective of all age groups. And I appreciate the wisdom in so many different ways. But for me, like you said, the desensitized era that we're in, where people are able to pull out their phone and record things that are malicious and fictitious
and not help
and not cringe about it, or to not feel any type of way about it.
Like you get shot and you get hurt. The first thing I do is, oh my God, she shot, instead of what happened to the, oh my gosh,
somebody stopped the bleeding, somebody call 911.
That bothers me. That bothers me a lot.
It hurts to know that you're raising kids in this generation and you have to fear for their lives, because if something were to happen, the first thing you'd have to worry about is how serious would somebody take that moment to want to help.
Exactly.
And the desensitivity comes a lot from the media, from the music, from the movies. A lot of the times it's from not having a realistic understanding that this is not normal.
Right.
Like the fact that we've allowed this to be the norm.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary for me. And for Donald Trump, like I said, the whole campaign, they're kind of going back and forth at this point about if it's right, if they should be doing it, if it's inhumane. You have a lot of Republicans and people in the media. And again, you guys do your own research. We're firm believers of you knowing for yourself what's going on. But you have so many people that are okaying this. Like, well, if they weren't crossing the border illegally, we wouldn't have this problem. Yeah. And for me, I look at it and I go, okay, these people are trying to escape a worse situation.
Right.
They're trying to come to a place where we preach freedom and allow themselves an opportunity to have better placement for their families, better opportunities, better living conditions.
Yeah.
And for us to be so selfish as to say, oh, well, you shouldn't be coming here illegally. Yeah. It's like, okay, first of all, Donald Trump, aren't your parents immigrants?
Exactly.
Isn't your wife an immigrant?
Yeah. And I've been to Mexico a few times. I love it. So how can we go
take
and
our
they
passport?
can't? Yeah, I just think that's so horrible.
We can take our passport and just go chill down there and leave when we get ready.
Exactly, and they can't come over yet. It's wrong. Yeah, it's touchy. Very.
And I think Tracy Ellis Ross said something that hit home for me one day last week. And, you know, I love Tracy. I love how real she is, how authentic she is, and just, you know, her whole person at this point. But she posted something on social media, and the question was, everybody's trying to figure out what they would have been doing during slavery. You're doing it right now. What you're doing right now, how you feel right now, is a direct replication of what would have happened then. So if you can sit back and look at the things that are going on right now and not feel any type of way or not feel the need for change, you would have been a slave just sitting there like, oh, master say I have to.
Exactly.
Whereas we have revolutionary people that are like, oh no, this isn't right. You know what I'm saying? It's been too often in America, this kind of thing has happened. If you look at slavery, it was never a big deal to snatch a child away from their mother or to snatch a woman away from her husband.
And what's the difference now?
The same thing. When you look at the Holocaust, you're separating families, you're putting them in detention centers, you're allowing them this inhumane experience that will scar them physically, emotionally. Trauma is real.
Yeah.
Like, people don't look at mental health as a real issue. And a lot of African Americans deal with mental health that's transpired for generations simply because our grandparents and our great-great-grandparents and our great-great-great-grandparents had to endure certain things in slavery, and they never really understood a certain perspective.
Right.
So for me, y'all know, you're going to have to take the breath out of my body and take mine from me.
Exactly.
So my heart goes out, you know what I'm saying? Of course, and I guess I'll ask this too. If you think that there's anything that we can do to make a change in regards to the way we view each other, the way we view human life, the way we view the world right now, what advice could you give the younger generation in regards to just being a better human being?
Stop being a follower. I think that's a big thing. I was raised to be a leader, and when you follow people, a lot of people, more people are doing the wrong thing than the right thing. So if you're a follower, then you're following people who mainly, more than likely, aren't doing the right thing. And when I see a lot of things, when things happen, even with have you heard about it with the junior, the young 15-year-old who got stabbed? The help, there was no help. Me as a woman, and I don't know for sure what I would have done. I just couldn't see him getting dragged out, like, without screaming or helping or why, or it was just the grown man, no help, no nothing, no 911, nurses walking by. It's just being a follower and not a leader, and not willing to, I guess, being scary, not willing to die over, exactly, what's right and what's wrong. So I think that's the big thing. If everyone out there stop following behind people and just try to do your own wave and be your own person and stick up for those who don't sometimes have the voices to speak for themselves if you see something happening.
Right. And I'm a firm believer that there are strengths and weaknesses in the world. Some people do fall short in certain areas because they just don't know how to step up or to speak out. So like you said, that specific incident really hurt my heart because I have a brother that age, and for him to be drugged out of a convenience store and stabbed multiple times by several grown men, and the clerk not moving, the customers in the store not moving, and the people walking by.
I was reading that one boy was like, I just thought we were going to fight him. What? A 15-year-old boy, grown man, go get another 15-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? One person. But just to even say that you didn't know that they would do that to him isn't good enough for me either.
No,
because why would you even want to fight him? You know what I'm saying? He's too young. And there's 8 of you, and there's 1 of him. You know, it's just not right. Yeah.
I don't know. And
it's touchy.
Yeah. For me, I could talk on it for hours because right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't necessarily take sides. I don't look at color in certain instances. I look at right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
And whatever happened to those grown men, they totally deserve. My heart goes out to his mother. Again, we pray that we come to a post-racial state because we're not there yet. You know, we like to say that racism doesn't exist or that we've overgrown certain things or we've surpass certain ideals and expectations here in our country, but the reality of it is that we are still dealing with racist actions, racist ideals, and lack of understanding for what human nature really is. So like my girl Jazz said, make sure you take a moment to be a leader and stop being a follower, because following the media, following these celebrities, following the ideals that are laid out before you is exactly what the destruction of our country, our humanity, and our people is going to be. Stand up, be a revolutionary, have people talk about you, have them say whatever they want to say if it means that you're standing up for something that you believe in and it's right.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree.
Y'all know me. We ain't gonna keep on it for too long because I can keep going. But we're gonna get ready to wrap up. We always wrap up with a game that we like to call word association. Basically what happens is we name certain places, people, things, ideals, whatever. And we give you a few seconds, not too long. We put you on the spot.
No Family Feud.
You kind of get a second to tell us what word or phrase you feel like is best associated with those people, places, things, ideas. Okay. You gonna play?
Okay, let's go. Okay.
All right. Tampa Tony.
Hood.
Let's go. Billy Blanks.
Strong.
Universal Studios.
Fun, lit, all of that. Expensive.
Blood Raw.
Raw.
Shaq.
Big.
Southern University.
Lit.
Boosie.
Hood. That's all I could think. For real.
Young Money.
Hood. Like, I don't know. Young Money. No, I don't know.
She's like, yeah, just rob Oprah Winfrey.
Rich. Filthy rich.
Inspirational.
Yes, inspirational, smart. Whatever I could do to get a car.
Kim Kardashian.
I really don't like her, y'all. So no comment on her. I really don't. I just can't stand her at all.
Look, I understand. Tiana Taylor.
Fit.
Drake.
Crybaby. I don't know why I thought about that. That's the first thing I thought about. Sorry.
No, you're fine. LeBron James.
The man child. Yes.
LSU.
Go Tigers. Like, I don't know.
TheAntidote.com.
Super lit. Ain't nothing better than the antidote.com. Come on now.
Let's go with Donald Trump.
Not my type of man. Cheeto man. I don't know.
Barack Obama.
The man. The best man in the world.
Michelle Obama.
First lady.
Last but not least, Jazmine of She Pink Fitness.
Strong black woman ready to come to you all with She Pink Fitness and give you guys everything you need. That's what I think.
That's where you get it, right here, right now. Raw, uncut, and unscripted. It's your girl, Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird Site, rocking with the partnership of my peeps over at theantidote.com. We appreciate you for coming by with us, Jazz, making us laugh, giving us real raw details. Yes. You guys make sure you click, link, subscribe, follow.
Yes, follow.
We want to hear from you. Let us know what you feel about our topics, what you think we should be addressing. Again, we want to hear from you. It's your girl, Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird Site, and we're signing out.
Bye.